Yep, it's that video time again. Bear with me. So everybody and their mama's out, so you're gonna be hearing a lot of shit in the background. Where are we at? Give me a second. That Corolla project that I was telling you about. So it's finally here. Or I should say I finally made the initiative of driving it into the garage. Unfortunately, I had a mishap with my garage, and a new door had to get put in. Okay, because I'm not embarrassed to say it. I ever wonder how some of these people drive to their fucking garage and be like, man, you pendejo. Well, guess who ended up driving right through the fucking garage? So, a little story on that. I'll make it short. I was doing an install on my buddy's Monte Carlo, that 86 Monte Carlo. And needless to say, I had it in gear. Forgot I had it in gear. And that thing started. I went to go do something and I started it. And yep. So whoever built the car never put that safety feature in where you go to try to start it and it doesn't start. So needless to say, it started and right through my garage. Luckily enough, got a free garage door. My metal fabricator was going to toss it out, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go pick it up. So it's back. It's installed. So once that got fixed, we finally went on ahead, and yesterday, I was so beat from, needless to say, traffic controlling. It'd been a while that I was just too tired to work on the car. So my neighbor, somebody in their infinite wisdom, of running a cheap compressor. So let's get back into the vehicle. Not only was it free, it was insulated, huh? What a night and day difference. Back to the project. So planning is everything. I was about to miscalculate this. So what we were going to end up using was 4 gauge. The issue is, versus Marcine's car was only going to pull 100 amps. This one's going to pull roughly about 300. So still the Rockford Fosgate Prime, going off of their recommendations, they want 200 amps fuse on the monoblock and damn near about 100 on the 4-channel. So that puts me...
I'm out.
All right, have fun.
Hello to the video.
There you go. So 4 gauge won't do it. You'll get some individuals, well, I do that all the time. Pump the brakes. That's whatever it is that you guys do. So I have an abundance of why not. Got a hell of a deal on it. And it's still good cabling. So you can still see the sheen on it. So somewhat doing the Big 3 upgrade, or actually not somewhat, doing the Big 3 upgrade, is being careful where we were going to go. A lot of these bolts that were in here were absolutely rusted. So I literally had the vehicle in here for a few days. He needed the car. During the time that it was in my possession, I had soaked everything in PB Blaster. Fortunate enough for me, everything came loose. So we found a nice good ground spot right there. Ironically enough, the bolt that goes there for the alternator is the same bolt that fits perfectly in there. I retapped it, cleaned out the threads, and it was perfect. So I'll be picking up some hardware tomorrow. So what we have going on is going to be a ground cable from the alt, positive cable from the alt over to the battery, and then the ground cable for the frame. Won't say frame, the unibody. Okay? So the issue that he's also having, which my son also had, was every time he went to go hit something or hit the brake, it would flicker. The lights would dim. This is the OEM ground cable that is in here. How small that is. That was very dirty. We took it, we cleaned it out, cleaned that one out. Don't know how many ground cables are in here. needless to say, we're just going to take it, upgrade it. We measured everything. So we have 3 cablings that are going to go from this side of the vehicle to this side. Those have been pre-cut. Those are in the basement. I'm going to take those, lug those up, and have everything set for this. And then I have a 4th cable, positive, that's going to snake through, and we're going to end up putting the fuse here. How we're going to attach it, I don't know. So, or where it's going to bolt up to. So, it's a very clean car. Very, very clean car. He got himself one hell of a gem. So, head unit is out. We're going to rewire it. To my findings, everything was twisted and then taped. Again, this was done old. So, base knob is going to go down there. I'll update you guys on that. There's a sub box. I'm trying to figure out whether if I should go the extra mile and buy some fabric paint and ever so gently dust it with black. It's hard to tell in the video, but there is a night and day difference. That is really black. This is a light gray. So that cabling that you see there are the adapters for the speakers. To my findings, the cabling that is in the vehicle is pretty heavy duty. That was to my surprise. Some of these vehicles have great cabling, some of them don't. So we're going to utilize the cabling. So I'm going to go everything off from the back of the radio. I thought about it. I was just going to run fresh wiring. But when I compared the wiring to what's in their factory, it's damn near identical. It's going to be a heavier strand versus the stuff that we're using is obviously thinner strand, but it's more strands. So as we go along, I'll go on ahead and update you guys little by little. Again, not a how-to video, just giving you another video to look at. Slowly but surely. So we are well on our way to buttoning up the front and taking care of what needs to be taken care of up in front. As we start to dabble inside, then we'll go over the interior aspect. I got to figure out how to get that center console out. So, because that's where we were thinking about putting the bass knob, right where the e-brake is at. So that way when he's riding around, he can relax his hand and ever so gently turn up the bass with his bass knob. We are thinking about adding a switch. So again, we're going to see how it goes. Ironically enough, his Alpine has a power antenna lead. So I'm going to do a little bit of dabbling, do a little bit of research, and see where we go. If I have to physically power this up and actually test it to see if it's doing what the remote turn on does, again, it's an old unit. If that's the case, then I have 2 remote turn-ons. So that's going to help me out greatly. All right. So that's your update for right now. We will keep you posted on what goes on as we start to blow out the car and see what has or has never been done to the vehicle. I'm out. Holla at your boy.